Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first winning streak since posting our trades to YouTube. So let's see how this trading session went. Welcome back to my journey to becoming a profitable trader on the Nasdaq Futures. I am currently on an evaluation with the prop firm Trade Day to become a funded trader. We are drawing our blue lines to show where the tops and the bottoms are of the end of the pre-market, and we are only a little bit away from that opening bell here. And here's the open. Now, this is a good way to talk about how looks are not always what they seem. This seems like an enormous candle, and don't get me wrong, it is. But we will see in about 6 seconds that it is still not as big as the candle yesterday, even though visually it looks bigger. See, it was a 22-point candle. The one yesterday was 35 points and was just as big, if not a little smaller. And that has to do with these candles that came in the pre-market. So that's why I always say ATR is one of the most important indicators to have up here, because it gives you a true scale of the size of each candle. And we've already broken out of that consolidation zone, the blue lines that we've seen there. A lot of times, if it'll jump out right when the market opens, just because there's so much volatility that comes in, but it'll scoop back. And we might be doing that right now with these green candles here. We'll see if they actually remain true. If not, that's not abnormal. It looks like we may be creating some new consolidation. So we'll be moving at least the top of this blue line. We can always move them again if need be. But that seems to be the area that we're trading in as of now. Now, the method that we used today that worked really well was the one that we talked about yesterday. And that is that these candles, if a candle's going to be red, like let's take this one right here. So if I want to enter with about 5 seconds left, 5 to 3 seconds left on the previous candle. So if we were back here, we might be thinking, okay, this is going to also be a red candle since this one's red, and we just think that this one will be as well. So we will enter here and be able to be right here at the top of this red candle. So it's only going to go down. Now it's the exact same here. We're saying, okay, this is as red it's going to get. We're going to enter here, and look, pops up to be green. So we have a lot of these opportunities where the candle itself is true and starts off with those 20-second candles to be in the correct direction of what the candle will be. There is always an exception to these rules, and you're going to be wrong sometimes anyways on which direction the candle is going to be. But it's always safer to go with the trend. That's what I try to do, and that's what will work for us today. And we're going to adjust these blue lines again. I'm playing with them a lot more than I usually do, but they're a good visual representation for me. I don't use these lines to trade. I don't use any of these indicators to trade. I just use them as reference points. The same way I reference ATR just to see what size the candle is. It's just a way to take a step back and have a better idea of what the market is doing, what the Nasdaq is doing. Timeline-wise, we are well within our range of when we would start trading. It's after 8:33 in Central Time, but these candles are still too big right now. We just had a 14.5 candle, and now we had a 15-point candle. We don't want them to be any bigger than 12, unless we have a lot of conviction in what we're doing. Now, this top blue line, you might say that is conviction. And you come up to that line again. These candles are too big, but that's been a point of resistance for 3 candles now. So it might have been something where I should have taken advantage of. Popping up again. We might be looking to go short here. Can't remember exactly how this played out. Now we might be going long. Because I'm not taking the time to move the blue candles or the blue lines, but this is the new consolidation that we're in. From the VWAP up to that blue line at the top. Gonna hopefully get in, going long. And we're in, and we hit the target. Now, we took that one because we were bouncing off of it over here. And it's that same general line. We were hoping it would turn around. Now, You might say, Jake, that's not going with the trend. And yes, these 3 candles were red, but we've been working in this general area of consolidation for the whole market since the market began. So it's still consolidation in a sense. It's just expanded consolidation. Now, we have already moved over to our sim account, especially since we're still testing out this theory of entering a trade before the candle that we're trading into is visible. But we were getting in too late, too often before, and the opportunity was already gone. So we'll be doing some more practicing here, and also a little bit more stress-free. But that is our first winning streak on episode 5, I believe this is. There we hit our target. See, now we're going with the trend, and now we've also broken out of this consolidation, it looks like. This is the low point since the initial candles of the market open. It looks like I might go long here, but I should have known better than that. But we're on our sim account, so that's a perfect place to learn some lessons. Yeah, we've really broken down now. And so I got pretty lucky on the trade that I picked, even though it might have been the right trade at that time. And here, that's another good trade where we've broken the low of day, and when it doesn't go screaming down, like it's like your foot fell through a hole in the ground and it just screams down. If it starts to slow up, you tend to think that we're going to be turning around, and that's just created the new low of the day. I mean, we should be maybe getting in at this next candle. The only thing that makes me nervous is that we are approaching VWAP, but we're already breaking through VWAP. So we got about 6 seconds left. We'll see if we get in. I think we will. Yep, there we go. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, there's another one. Hey, I'm really liking this. Now 2 days is not nearly enough to say that a theory worked. You need around 25 trades. That's what Mark Douglas says, in order to prove an edge is effective. And we have not come remotely close to that yet, but some initial success is always nice. You're trying to go with the trend. No, see, I like that trade though. We had a big red candle down. We've been moving down, but this didn't work out for us that time. And that 2.5 point stop loss, sometimes I wonder if it's too short, but every time I lose, it ends up going negative by 3 to 5 points. So it seems that my back testing, at least currently, is still accurate, where if I go negative 2.5 points, I'm probably going negative a lot more. They do turn around every now and then, but that does not happen very often. Let's see if we get in to go long again. Yep, we're in and we're out. Wow, that was quick. We were thinking we were going to go back up to where we showed resistance before on the previous candles over here, but that did not happen. Going short, and we hit the other way. That one appears, yeah, see, that one's frustrating, because I think that would have, I don't know exactly where my profit target was, but look, we got out almost exactly where that candle was at first. So that would be one where if I had a stop loss of 2.75 points, it might have kept me in there. And that might be an adjustment I make eventually. Readjusting our blue lines here since we've moved. Even so, it's still been a back and forth type of day. I'm going long. Beautiful, there's another win. Right off that new blue line that we created. Wow, what a good day. So we made that $100 on our trading account, but we ended up making $155 on our sim account, which is awesome. I'm still too afraid of losing 3 trades, because what I really want is where my profit target is at 5 points and my stop loss is at 2.5 points. So in theory, I only need to win 1 out of 3 to just break even. But if I lose 2 in a row, then I'm done, because I don't want to end up going negative $150. So I'm still have that fear of not winning enough to just trade more freely, more arrogantly, maybe is the right term. but as long as we keep stacking up wins, and we'll see how these sim trading session go after I turn off my evaluation. Maybe that will be something where, you know, I'll be able to look back and say, you know what, I can keep trading a little bit more after I hit my $100. Try and hit 200, something like that. That would be great. But for now, another green day. Really great to see. But that's going to do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where I will continue documenting my trading journey so that you know that you're not alone on yours. Thanks, guys.